Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we have checked out the 1994 sci-fi action movie, Dark Future.
Collins, Wheeler.
Well,
What was that?
What a trailer.
I did forget to pull the trailer, and I thought if I played a clip, it would work in you know, substituting as a it didn't.
Collins,
Everything we
Wheeler.
needed to know.
I feel like
That mustache guy.
You know, I don't trust StreamYard anymore. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Because I uploaded all the clips earlier, and I went through and I had to put them all in order, and now half of them are missing. What a dirty trick. Anyways,
Dirty
Pay your bill.
Did they?
I don't know.
Were they deleted with the second Chris?
Did AJ delete them?
There can be
No, I
only
didn't
one.
delete him.
AJ,
I
you
could.
fucker. You've been
I
deleting
could, but
shit,
I
haven't
didn't.
you? You fucking
No,
do this.
why
You
would
have
I-
the power, and you're
why would
probably
I
been
delete
messing with
stuff?
me,
He made
gaslighting
special
me.
AJ
Yes,
versions
in my free
of
time,
all
I come in
clips.
here and delete stuff.
I would actually, I think there's a 90% chance that's accurate.
Wow. Yikes.
How long did you play Aliens today in the middle of the day while you're working?
Well, no, I was off today. But I played it a couple hours. John was up. It was like 4 a.m. in Australia.
That's fair.
We went.
That's fair.
Jesus.
That's fair. We are back with the original crew in the house. Lindsay has finally returned from her 7-week vacation. Next week, Spiv leaves to go to Whacken, where he's going to watch Rectal Smegma, his new favorite band,
Oh my
perform.
god. Are you going by yourself?
I'm going by myself. There's a conflict for rectal smegma, though.
You're going
really?
to Germany by
What's the
yourself.
conflict for Rectal
Yeah.
I am so jealous
Is it-
of your
is it not
ability to do that.
lubricated?
Translation.
The family's coming with me, but they'll be in Berlin.
You're taking
during
your
the festival.
family to see a Rectal Smegma show. Here you
Harry's
go,
favorite
Henry.
band. No, they're staying in Berlin while I'm
Just
over
tell
there.
people it's a
but,
proctologist convention.
rectal smegma. What day are they
What?
playing?
There better
on?
not be smegma at a rec. Anyway, look, we need to move on. This is a family-friendly show, and we've deviated from the typical
Looks like your
topics we
rectum,
discuss.
Chris.
It is I have a deviated septum and a deviated rectum. It just veers off to the
Oh,
right,
they're connected
shoots out the
together.
side. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on there. Shimmies off by itself there. But you know what? That's
Oh,
okay.
they're playing during Arch Enemy, so I can't see
Oh.
them like Chris. That's what it is.
Oh, that's fair. All right.
Unfortunately, it's a schedule of food.
If you do see Arch Enemy, ask Jeff Loomis why he's in such a shitty band.
I will ask
Money.
him why he doesn't play cool
Money.
riffs.
Yeah, ask Jeff Loomis why he doesn't play cool riffs anymore.
He
Anyway,
just needs to start Nevermore too. That's what he needs to do.
Nevermore 2, Revenge of the
Resurrect.
Anyway,
This
guys,
is not a
Thing.
pre-show.
This is not. Smith, you come on here last minute and
pre-show
you
content.
turn
I
the
want
show
Nevermore
into the
back.
pre-show. Oh, fucking.
I want Nevermore
Guys.
back too.
You're right.
You can't without World Dane. All right,
Like,
now move
sorry,
along.
sister.
Okay.
All right. We're back on track. We're back on track. Dark Future. This has been on the wheel for many, maybe
Getting some
months.
old
at this
ones
point.
now.
I do want to say this up front because we talked about this in the pre-show. We're gonna start doing the Patreon wheel every other week instead of once a month. We
Yeah.
have a lot of movies
There's
on
too
the
many
Patreon wheel,
Patreons. That's
and yeah, and we'll see how this goes, and we might even change it further to try and get everybody's recommendations included
Yeah.
in this show because it's really hard. But I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, as they say, because
Oh.
I don't know if that fit there. I don't know.
the baby. I see what you did there, Chris.
What is this? 1920?
I don't actually know what I did there. Two from the CEO. I don't want. I want
What'd
to
you
make sure
do
we
this
get.
weekend, Mr. CEO? I went to see Rectum Desires, or what the hell it's called?
Spastic colon.
Spastic colon in Germany.
I want to make sure we still can cover the witchcraft series, so that's why I want a little bit
Yeah.
of control.
Are you wearing your
Yeah.
company
Colon
logo
is
like
such a cool
polo
name.
while you're there? Like
I could.
repping the
I
American
could
ice
wear
cream
all my
industry?
Turkey Hill shirts.
Okay. Sorry, Chris. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail.
Did we have it? We have a time that we put for banter. Okay, but what you guys
we
have
were
done
still in it.
recently has taken over the banter section, and it will not stand, Spiff. And Aaron's over there surfing the internet. I hear the clicks of the mouse. It's ridiculous what you guys can't even.
My meds
He's
have worn off. This is
He's
how I focus.
finishing the
Okay.
history hole.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
I'm serious. My meds have worn off. This is just how I
We're
focus.
resetting. Here we go. We're starting the show over. Welcome back to the Bad Movie Night. AJ, what is 1994's dark future about?
Mankind has been destroyed by a plague.
A pox on you.
The few humans that are alive are forced to work in an underground city.
It's for the patrons.
Cyborgs reign over man.
I'm Jimbot 4000.
Will a
Have you seen
bartender
other gym bots?
successfully lead the revolt against the machines?
Yes,
Got my
surprisingly. I don't understand it.
is
Or will he pour his last margarita?
Oh, shit.
Find out in the sci-fi classic, Dark
Future. Kids. Very dark. The future is very dark in real life. Get out of here, Miranda. I love you. Good night. Shut my door. Thank you, AJ. That was a fantastic premise hole. Time to move on. Yell at some children and dive into Aaron's history hole and get a little context for the movie and the year it was released. So here we go.
For Aaron's history hole.
Dark Future. AKA Cyborg Rage.
That is fucking terrifying.
Oh boy. Made Lindsay spit out her drink.
I don't like it.
Get used to it because it's not
audio
going anywhere.
listeners.
All right, this film was released supposedly in 1994, according to IMDb, and then according to Riff Tracks, it was 1997.
Sure, it wasn't 1976.
I believe it was 1974, maybe 1984. I think this is a film that was lost to time for a long time, and then somebody found it and said, "Hey, we should put this on film and release it." It was filmed in Russia, but it's an American movie. You can't see me air quoting here. And it was
Disturbing.
Your eyebrows are
Your eyes.
your eyebrows are doing the air quotes.
released, produced by Dead Alive Productions. Our writer and director for this film was Greydon Clark, who has 21
Tearing my
directing
eyebrows out.
and
Just
14
thinking about
writing
it.
credits. He also did films like Final Justice.
There it is.
This movie looks amazing. We gotta check this out. We have to
It's-
watch
Look
this.
at it.
This looks like something Lindsay would own for sure.
I own it.
Oh,
We had
Jesus
this
Christ, of
discussion
course.
before.
Yes.
Yeah, this looks so bad, but we should definitely
It's
check
pretty
it out.
much Joe Don Baker going to Italy and killing a bunch of
Yeah.
people, and the cops going, "Hey, you Americans, stop shooting people!" And then he goes
stop
and shoots
doing
more
that.
people.
I mean, I like your synopsis better, but okay. Final Justice from 1984. Homicidal sheriff Thomas Jefferson Geronimo
Yep.
is tasked
this
with
one before.
escorting a mobster to Malta. When the prisoner escapes, Geronimo goes to catch him.
Pretty much.
He also made this film called Joysticks about
I have that
people
one.
trying to save an arcade. Jesus Christ.
That's not candy.
From 1983. No.
Joe Don Baker.
Yeah.
Is it good? Is it fun?
I
It has
haven't
Leaf
watched it
Green
yet.
and Jim Green Leaf.
It looks
more
like maybe
fun
like a
than
Porky's or
games.
something.
Does
It
look
looks kind of like a
Porky's.
Porky's type movie, yeah.
It's very much that kind of thing.
Yep. From 1983, when a top local businessman and his two bumbling nephews try to shut down the town's only video arcade employees and patrons fight back. Kind of related to this dark future film.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's a
Oh,
crappy
I forgot to turn on my
tagline.
cool light. God damn it.
More
Power
fun
on.
than
Alright.
games.
Oh, that's not it.
Yes.
Hold on.
So our other
Where's the audio?
writers,
There it is.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
yeah. Look at that little
It didn't do
pinkish hue
anything.
down there. It didn't do shit.
it didn't do
I didn't
anything.
even see it.
Oh, there you
What's
go.
it doing?
Now it's like we're in
nothing.
the thing. We're in the thing, Chris. It's your torch.
It's
Your
just,
flare.
oh, I'm on level 19. Gotta boost that shit way up.
Jesus.
This is now inside the sun.
There we go.
See, we have cold fusion there.
Better.
All right. Our additional writers for this film were David Reskin, who has 8 credits for things like Skinheads, Action USA, and Star Games.
Okay.
We also have a writer and composer, Dan Slider. I didn't bother to look up anything that he did.
Does anyone actually ever buy sliders at like a restaurant? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
they're
is the
good.
point of it? Just
Yeah,
get a
they're good.
burger.
Just a mini
Get
burger.
I feel like
a
it's just
normal
like
size
it's
burger.
it's like
easier to
bar
eat.
food.
Bite
It's like
size?
bar food. It's
Yes.
like it's a snack. Baby sliders.
No, I
Such
like
a, it's such a waste of
concept.
resources.
That's the perfect size burger for me.
Right.
Remember when McDonald's used to make sliders?
Yeah, Chris, not all of us can start to
a
shove
long
such
time
huge
ago.
objects in our mouths like you can.
Ken with
No, but
practice.
when you get a burger that you can't even bite because it's so big, like that's
Yeah.
yeah. All right, boom, disembodied.
Ooh.
The
This is
weirdest
from our
woman the
cinematographer.
Earth has ever seen.
Yes,
Enlarge that. It looks cool.
See, shocking mutation.
Cost
That
of
looks pretty
psychiatric treatment incurred by
Sleazy
person who
hotels.
watched
That
Disembodied.
might be a winner.
CD
guys.
night clerk.
yeah,
That's
I like
very
that.
interesting.
See this, see that, see everything. All right, disembodied from 1998. That cover does not look like from 1998. A likable young woman with the sad problem of a spore-generating deformity on her face, which causes difficulties in her day-to-day life, such as dissolving into a gelatinous mass. Anyone who's to be devoured by the neural parasite that inhabits her skull, which is empty due to the fact that she stores her brain in a jar beside her bed. Good lord, that's a long sentence.
Okay.
What?
Is this a new movie? It looks
Parasite,
Kinda
gelatinous parasite in her skull,
new. I'd eat that.
stored in a brain jar. All right.
What year is this from?
So I keep my brain.
What year
98.
is
1998.
Oh. Okay.
And finally, our last film to check out is Lycanthrope
Oh shit, that looks
from
badass.
1999.
Shit, Bob Carradine.
Oh man, we gotta watch that. Looks amazing.
Oh! Who else is in there? We have
Michael
Winslow.
What? You got the beeps.
What?
We've lost the beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. All right,
Look at that
Lycanthrope from 1999. Through a deadly rip in the ozone, a blazing sun sears the dying Amazon jungle. But it's the lycanthropes that's ripping the flesh off a luckless group of scientists at a remote outpost.
Dude, can we add that? We haven't had
That's
a
the
What year is
werewolf
this shit
movie
from?
ever.
What year is this shit from?
Does
Like,
it have?
Bad.
Is that Robert Mitchum's kid
Pray
in
for
it?
sunrise.
Yes, it is.
Is that a
Interesting.
naked woman on the cover?
Yeah,
Yes,
naked
it
woman,
is.
possible. Like it has all things we like. Let's do it.
dude, this looks
I think those are
badass.
Aaron's eyebrows.
Add it to the
Oh,
wheel.
fuck, it's on the Roku channel for free, whatever that shit is. I'm watching it. I'm
Roku.
getting off the podcast to watch
I remember
this shit
Roku.
right now. This looks badass. All right, Aaron, you done with this shit? Because I can't look at your face anymore with this thing. It's awful.
I guess he's done.
Oh, wait. Sorry. All right, Aaron, thank you for that. Time to move on and do the rabbit
You're
hole.
welcome.
Here we go.
It's time for the rabbit hole. Grab your rope and your galoshes and prepare to dive deep into your host's wealth of knowledge with more connections than a LinkedIn recruiter or a Wikipedia editor on a 5-day meth bender. Here's your host, Lindsay Washburn.
Good to great, Lindsay.
All right, here is our movie. There were a couple different covers for this one, but I think this one was the most interesting out of all of them.
What is going on in that cover?
It's
It is like a
don't know.
mistake of Photoshop is what that shit is.
It looks
You
like
got
somebody
binary
Finish it, and they're
code.
like, oh, good enough.
Yeah,
My
There's something
13-year-old made
mustache
this.
on that guy.
I'm not sure
know what
what's
that is.
going on.
Yeah. It's dark, whatever it
It's
is.
very dark. And it was directed by this guy, Greydon Clark, who Aaron talked about already. He did Final Justice Joysticks, Black Shampoo, and Angel's Revenge.
Yes, that sounds cool.
And he worked a lot with Mr. Joe
cat.
Don Baker.
He worked with a cat.
He worked with a cat. And Joe Don Baker is a prolific character actor. Over 80 film and television credits. You've seen him in things like Cape Fear. Mud was one of his most recent
such a good
credits.
movie.
And he's still alive today. He's got a project coming up called Cowboys from Hell.
That's
And
The
he
only good
plays
Pantera album.
Shotgun Tucker.
Yeah, he does.
All
Very
right.
interesting.
I like it. His version
And,
of Hobo with a Shotgun, right?
Brad Potts.
It also stars this guy, Bob Wall, who just
That's a
passed away
mustache.
in January of this year. And this guy, let me tell you about this guy. He's pretty cool. He trained with Bruce Lee. Here's a picture of them together. Like, they collaborated on a ton of different movies together. Enter the Dragon, The Way of the Dragon, Game of Death. He was in all of these.
Classics.
There's plenty of fight scenes on YouTube between him and Bruce Lee. Some really, really cool ones. And here he is with Lee and Chuck Norris. This guy held 9 black belts in 9 different disciplines of martial
Wow.
arts, including Taekwondo, American Tang Soo Do, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Chunkukdo, Judo, Okinawan Shorin Ryu, and Okinawan Okinawa Te. I think that's how you pronounce that. And he studied under masters like the Mikado brothers, Gene LaBelle, Chuck Norris, and the founder of Taekwondo, General Choi. And so that's all I have. But I sent you that. Did you get that clip?
I got that clip.
Okay, it's just him fighting Bruce Lee. I just want to show how awesome this guy
sweet.
is. He's getting his butt kicked, but he does it pretty well.
All right, give me 1 second.
And it's just him kind of talking a little bit about working with Bruce Lee. A little story.
The anticipation is building.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel
Let's
like I've
put
read
a
this
lot
guy's.
on here.
Does this guy have a book or something? I feel
Yeah,
like
he's got a book. He's got a couple books.
Is it like about life, like things?
It's mostly about martial arts.
Yeah, but is it like Zen in the something?
I don't think so.
Zen in the motorcycle. Maintenance guy.
All right, maybe I'm making this shit up. I don't know. All right, here we go.
The real bottles, and Bruce instructed me to take the class. And so Freddie Weintraub called me and said, you know,
Oh, he's just getting
there's a rumor that
kicked in the
Bruce will
face.
kill you.
Look at him.
And
He's like,
I went back
man.
after his hand was well, and we shot the rest of the scene where he sidekicked and he hit.
Well, he's telling a story about how he
Really,
accidentally injured
I
Bruce
flew
Lee,
back.
and Bruce Lee kicked him so hard that it threw him back into the other people and broke the arm of the guy standing behind him. They show it here.
Broke
watch
the
this
arm of
kick.
the guy behind him.
Oh, shit on an ass!
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, guy's like, my
Yeah.
fucking arm!
Oh, my arm
right.
broken.
Badass. Who would you, what like, person would you want to be punched or kicked by? If you could choose.
If I could choose anybody or just
yeah.
martial
Anybody? Maybe like my 3-year-old granddaughter.
No. Like famous punching, kicking
Famous
person.
punching people.
I want Billy Blanks to set the trap and just unleash it on me.
Oh boy.
arts? Oh wow. I'm gonna go Jody Winecoop, Lost Faith.
Oh shit!
Kick right to the gut.
He'll have a thing of fried chicken while he's fucking fighting you. It's gonna be badass.
He'll be so greasy, it'll just slide off.
I want to fight like Zoe Bell. She's pretty awesome.
Zoe Bell.
She's a stunt double for Xena and a bunch of Tarantino shit.
Okay, I want to fight Robert Zadar too.
Bolo Young, yeah,
I
he's
think
pretty awesome.
He's
terrifying.
Don the
though.
Dragon Wilson, because he never actually fights in his movies.
He does. You're not watching the right ones.
I've watched a bunch of
In
them.
this movie.
He's the worst. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, it was a short rabbit hole this time.
What was that guy who does all those movies, but they're always not about him fighting, but he's supposed to be a fighter? The one where he got like his intestines. Jeff Wincott.
He's supposed to be
He
a
was
fighter.
my runner-up.
All right, time to move on and talk about Dark Future. So here we go. Patreon. Join the Patreon. $2 a month and you get some stuff. Patreon. Hey everyone, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up for $2 a month. You get access to the weekly pre-show as well as other bonus podcasts and videos. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Just realized with that question, we came dangerously close about which celebrity would you like to beat up, or as it devolved into which civil rights movement leader would you like to beat up? Which we're not doing that question anymore, guys. After you guys perverted the question
It has
in that
interesting
way.
outcomes.
You're just afraid Rosa Parks could beat you up, Chris.
She
She would
definitely
kick
could.
your
I would
ass.
never. Yeah. All right. Here we go. AJ, what did you think of The Dark Future?
I really wanted to like The Dark Future, but I was not a fan. It's so long and so repetitive of like the scenario playing out. It was cool in ways of like there's some cool visual elements that look nice and some of the backgrounds and stuff, but there just wasn't anything like original or interesting to keep me engaged in this movie. I was struggling to make it through it.
I bet they were
Not a
glad they
fan.
got that escalator because
Not
it
a
gave them a
badass
lot of
escalator.
production value.
That's the one that goes down into the Kremlin.
Probably.
So, the dark lurking last week, I thought was super boring. This was not much better. It was a little. It had a few more redeeming qualities to it, just slightly, but just slightly.
Jesus.
What is that?
That
damn-
music too.
What?
Oh, that
But the-
saxophone through the whole thing.
The Dark Clerk, but the movie of the year. Movie of the year. Dark Clerk.
Yeah. Sure. Just like we thought Ticker was going to be in the air, right?
Lindsay, did you watch Dark Lurking?
No, I didn't. I popped in on that was the one you guys did last week, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, who was the guy you had on there? Every time I popped in, he was in a different position.
Austin?
Austin was.
That's what he does.
He
He's
was
an
all
actor.
over the
We had a lot of
place.
people on last week.
He was playing a character too. I think. I don't know if I've ever met the real Austin.
Oh
No.
my god.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is one. Spiv,
Right.
what did you think?
I liked it better than Dark Lurking, but yeah, it had its charms, but yeah, it went on a little too long, and it didn't really do anything new. So
Big
yeah,
fan.
it was okay.
Big fan. Okay.
It was nice to have a sci-fi movie for a change.
Right?
Let's have a sci-fi movie.
It's been a while.
I mean,
Lindsay.
Dark
There were
Sorry,
certain
AJ.
things in this movie that I thought were kind of interesting, but not in a good way, like the costuming, the acting, some of the sets, some of the writing choices. But this movie is like if you mashed up Westworld, Children of Men, Dark City, and The Matrix.
Wow.
Because it had elements of all those, really done very, very poorly. But I just found myself losing interest because a lot of it was just chasing each other around this
Yeah.
area.
With sweet laser guns.
The laser guns were pretty fucking awesome.
I looked
And
those
there were-
laser guns up, by the way.
And I loved the practical effects. They were all very interesting. We
Lots
had
of
blood
sparks.
and
Yeah.
squibs and fake robot people, and
The fighting was amazing.
I loved the sound effects. So I mean, there was
Okay.
some stuff that I liked
Okay.
and stuff that I
Big
hated.
fan. Big
But
fan.
I'm not a big. I would not call myself a big fan of this movie. But there was some interesting things. So
Aaron.
Yep. It's a movie. No, I think a lot of what Lindsay said is true. Like, it's pretty cool with the effects and some of the just this general setting and just the ideas behind it are okay. I think it's more just the story is annoying. It's too close to home. And it's just this unlikely bartender hero guy. Not that bartenders can't be badass. It's just this guy doesn't seem like
he
You
just
seem
got
like-
he just got
Rebellion.
promoted to
This guy-
bartender.
He's got rainbow suspenders and
This
everything.
this guy looks like he does porn in the night.
He looks like he's teaching like an improv class.
yeah.
Right?
His gravelly
I think that's what
voice
most of the
was
movie
awful.
feels like. Most of the movie feels like an improv class that's been filmed,
From Malibu
and then they got some cool
Express.
special effects.
Where
to
did
go
they
along
get
with it.
Coca-Cola down there?
Russian
know.
Coca-Cola.
So,
Patrons would bring it.
so not a fan, Aaron.
No, not really.
I think this is one of the dumbest ideas of all time, but I do like the how dedicated they were to committing to this idea, because it makes absolutely no fucking sense.
What do
The
you mean?
robots come to an underground city that is shitty to have sex
Pleasure zone.
with prostitutes
Okay.
who are human because they're robots.
Well, they
who
used
need
to be
have
human.
sex, but
They-
they're not anymore.
They're
But they
synthetics.
have human brains.
But they
Yeah.
still
They're
have human
synthetics.
desires.
They
They're
say that-
cyborgs, Chris.
They say that at one time, but then they later call their brains metal.
Well, they replaced them
he
with
dissects it,
robot
and there's no
parts.
brain in there.
There's no brain in there, Spiff.
But they still function like humans. Like they still
That
they
makes
specify
zero
they-
sense.
At what
Human
point?
desire. Why? If we
How-
created something like us, why wouldn't it think like we do?
How many cyborg implants does it take before you're not a human anymore?
Also, how do they have sex? If they're...
Yeah, how do they have sex, Spiff?
They have
Cyborg.
implants.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
think-
the only thing that's human.
They're like a
could be.
ryobi.
Organs,
There's
the
like a
sexual
million
organs.
different attachments you can get.
The
attached
I mean,
to
think
my
about it.
brain.
A bunch of old men at the
Yeah.
end of the world. What are they going to focus on? You know, making that stuff.
Well, see,
Torturing
that's
that
where
poor
if they were
baby.
like designed to like procreate to bring humanity back or something, it would make more sense.
Well,
But what was the goal?
there was a baby.
It was implied that the baby would extend the old people's lives.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Yeah,
they drink its essence like in the dirt
yeah, they
crystal.
shoot the
That makes
the
complete
laser.
sense.
Spiff, it's got,
They were
it's got
extracting the
science.
brain.
I think it's the problem. None of it made any sense.
No.
It makes it makes no sense. And I was the whole time I just kept thinking, why do the robots want to have prostitutes? That's a key problem with the movie.
Well, robots
Also-
don't have to worry about STDs.
We don't know.
And then why keep men? Why keep men?
The whole idea of
Hey.
procreation
The
is like an
drinks.
evolutionary thing, right? What did you say?
Hey.
To serve the drinks? No, I'm with Lindsay. And why do they dress? Why do
Actually,
they
that would
dress?
have made way more sense.
Why do they
yeah.
dress like this?
It's like a theme park.
It's
Well,
like
it's
it's like
different.
Westworld, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Each room is a different
Oh, God.
time
Fantasy.
German guy.
But it's a fantasy of a time period none of them remember.
Right.
Yeah, because like hundreds of years.
I know, this is like 15th century.
It's
No,
Westworld, but in
1920s.
reverse. Right? It's the inverse of Westworld.
So it's
Instead
the
of
World
the
West.
original
humans
Westworld?
experiencing these cyborg
The
pseudo-humans,
robots are coming there.
the robots are coming to a
The
human
robots
theme park.
are coming there.
They're coming
Oh yeah. What
Many
was-
and
times.
going
And why are they
So-
underground? Why is there a city underground?
Well,
because they don't want the
it-
humans
Because
to
they
know.
don't want them to
Who
know
built
that the
that city
world still
underground?
exists.
The old people.
That's a big city. You have to take a
patrons.
long escalator down there. I mean, they literally have skyscrapers down in this underground town. You know what I'm saying?
And there's so many barrels on fire constantly.
The patrons.
Someone in the
Sorry,
comments
that's
said
how you
Probably
show
cold
that the world
underground.
has ended.
Good alternate title.
Yeah.
They explain it though. The patrons built this thing underground as a pleasure zone.
Yeah, Chris, ask Jefferson Starship. They built the city.
That is not what a pleasure zone looks like, though, Spiv. That's your idea of a pleasure zone?
I mean,
A
everyone's.
burned out 90s New York
It's a
looking
it's a
city?
theme.
Well, it is Russia. I mean, yeah.
It's
That's
seedy.
the theme? It is seedy, I'll
It's
grant you
like
that.
Disney World for adults.
So, this is the problem, and this is a touchy subject that we need to talk about Tubi in general. I'm gonna play a scene, okay? And you're gonna be like, I'll just play it, and then we'll talk about it.
Collins, Wheeler.
What's going on? What's the matter?
You don't hear it?
No. Hear what?
A crying baby.
Yeah, that was such a weird
That
cut.
was a
I
really
thought
weird
something
cut.
happened.
part. Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe there's just
do you know why?
missing.
Because there is a frame in there that implies a lot. This is one frame of the movie in between that scene. They cut all the nudity out.
No! I feel gypped.
Wow, we
This
might have
is
liked
what
this movie.
this is what
Thanks.
happens
Speaking of poor
to.
cyborgs,
We might
I
have
feel
liked
gypped
this.
too.
I would have been on board.
We needed that scene.
This is what
did
Tubi
we
does
know, guys?
because Tubi encourages people for ad revenue to put their content on there. And so what people do now is to make their content friendly for advertisers is cut out the questionable material and put it on Tubi, which is fine. However, they don't expressly tell you that this is a modified version of the film.
Yeah, that would be important.
Yeah.
And they do that all the time now on Tubi. So we keep getting neutered versions of these movies.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
This movie was
So-
long
I would
enough,
like
though.
nude versions.
What are you doing?
Not neutral.
We need to add a new amendment to this thing, like 27th Amendment. It's like, you got to keep the nudity in the movies.
Does a YouTube version have the nudity in it? Because I
Doesn't.
saw it's all on there.
Same runtime.
Are you sure it
I
wasn't
looked at the
just
scene
cut?
because I was like, I'm gonna get the real shit. Fuck
Yeah,
you guys.
right?
And I couldn't get it. Couldn't get the hard shit. I don't know where it
What
is.
did they do in
Gotta go
that
to Russia,
scene?
I guess.
I wanted to see the robot sex. What if
It's
he
probably
had,
pretty
like,
cool.
Like a
We
wind
probably could have
wiener or
seen all
some
the
shit.
attachments.
Right?
Exactly.
Would
I
have
bet it
explained
was-
everything.
I bet it was just like 10 seconds falling onto the bed and
No.
a fade
No,
out.
Spiv, this
That
is
was like a
not, you don't need to
15 minutes.
describe
This
your
was not
love life
the,
right now, Spiv. We're
And we didn't
talking about
see
a movie.
the one.
It's my memoir.
What did they call it? Did they call him Nero, the main
Nero 5. or
Nero
whatever,
5? Because we don't even see him like break down the door or anything.
I'm just gonna call him Little Caesar.
Why was the door
Throws
broken
people
down?
at tables. I don't know.
Yeah. Here's a baby.
Yeah.
Well, it goes
I figured
from
it was a
Jack
bad cut.
Stormlock to this lady to the door being broke down. But
What's up with that? Wait,
it's
go
such-
back.
it-
Go
What
back.
was with the?
There's a blur in there. Yeah.
Yeah, what's
I
the
I blurred it out to be on the show.
Because there's
Oh.
nipples.
Yeah, but
And
why
it
are the
just,
other
it
pictures
just
blurred
carried
out?
into the next frame.
Because
Just
you can
carrying
see
it.
it was just-
But
That's lazy editing.
how lazy is they left one frame in there, and I
Yeah.
caught it because I sensed it. I
I
sniffed
think
that
they just
frame right
printed it
out.
for curves like
Wait a second.
Damn, we gotta get an uncut version of this, man.
Now we have to
Might be a
watch
whole
this
different
movie,
movie.
frame by frame.
What else
So-
are we missing?
All right.
What happens when you play it backwards?
Probably like the whole first act.
There's got to be a bunch of other stuff that was cut.
Oh
then,
yeah,
right?
there.
I'm
has
sure
to
there
be.
is.
There has to be. That makes a lot more sense.
Makes a lot more. Yeah.
I thought the lead guy,
Mustache.
porno man guy, sounded like Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
I can see that.
And he gave the most uninspiring speeches, and everybody acts like they're really dumb in this movie.
They could take our lives, but
humans.
they'll
Well,
never
Well, they're not
take...
educated. They've been living underground since they were born.
Our
So yeah, there
babies.
probably would be. Right?
I don't know.
Can they read? We don't know. We don't know anything. I'll tell you what, those laser guns though, I looked them up and I'm pretty sure it was a toy from the 90s that
Oh, yeah.
that came out.
Oh yeah.
That they just put in the movie. It's like a generic laser gun.
I thought it was like a duck hunt gun, Nintendo.
They made him
Little-
spark. Though.
So where do they get their food at?
The
patrons
synthetics
bring it,
bring
don't
it
they?
down.
Did
And
you
it's
see
not
the little-
actual
They
food,
were
it's like
chips?
a dog biscuit.
Yeah, they get
Oh,
biscuits.
God.
And they do tricks for
When
us.
was that? I did not see that.
At the
Beginning
very
of the movie.
Yeah, when they first come in, they give the one guy by the barrel
The
one.
homeless guy one, and he eats it. And they
Well,
talk
and
about it.
they were
Was he-
afraid too that if they made the
talk about it.
patrons mad, they wouldn't feed them anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get their food and water.
But they have
Just
cokes
basically
as well.
Just an allegory for our current situation in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So Coke still thrives in this dark future.
Of course.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
Well-
because it keeps them addicted and dependent.
Sugar, man. Sugar runs everything.
Sugar runs everything. Okay. And then at one point, okay, so the movie opens with a dude running down, trying to get into the cool orb thing. Those things are
It's so
badass, whatever
cool.
those are called.
They went to Spencer's and they picked one up. And
Yeah, I know. And that is the gate that blocks you from being able to exit the underground pleasure zone and enter
Yes.
the real world. But he gets killed, and so the cyborgs come down for a nice night of pleasure and discover that a baby has been born.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hasn't happened for 30 years.
How did they know?
You
that
know
was
why
a
it
baby?
hasn't happened?
50.
Because everybody's just fucking robots. They probably just fucked for
Yeah,
once.
they're so
The
tired
black-
of that they
The
don't.
Black
Yeah.
Death was supposed to make all the women sterile.
Yes.
But now, microplastics have just done that.
Again,
Pretty much.
allegory for current times.
I do love it when the Nero 5 finds the baby and it starts crying. He's just like, shut up!
Yeah, he murders the
Yeah.
mom, and then he's
Yeah, it was so dark. He's like,
We
Are
don't
you
need
sure
her.
we need the mother?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
so cold, man.
I couldn't remember the word at first. That just shows how
Yeah.
long it's been.
Where did they get the milk? See, this movie makes no
That
sense.
guy's so confused.
You think they milked that guy? This guy?
Mr.
Mr.
Why does it
Jeeves?
have a
They-
giant
Something got
bow on
milked.
it?
Look at
It's a
him.
nipple.
He's like,
Yeah.
milk it.
They
Someone got
tied a glove
Yeah, for the nipple.
and used one of the fingers as a nipple. What?
They probably brought it over from the witchcraft movie.
Nipple.
I like the robotic view.
Sweet
And
barcode at the bottom.
Barcode,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay, this lady. Did they shoot her
Right
up
in the crotch.
vagina?
Yep.
Yep.
I had to rewind it like twice to figure out what happened.
There's
Where
a
would you
missing
shoot her?
frame in there.
Well, because they shoot her and then smoke comes out her mouth, and I'm like, what the? They shoot her up the.
It's a rough way to go.
If I'm gonna be shot by a laser beam like that, I think like the dick or like the ass or something. At least it's
Would you die
fun
from
that
that,
way.
You'd probably die slower.
I want to be the guy who gets dead from my dick being blown off by a laser gun. Like that's the way to go out.
I think there are
Yeah.
worse ways to go than that.
You certainly be a memorable death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
You'd
worst
be an
way
open
to go?
casket,
Where
at
would you go
least.
with then, Aaron? You're all doom and gloom over there, Mr. Emo Aaron, right now. In your darkness. Hello, darkness, Aaron's old
Is
friend.
Andrew WK thing gone?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I did like the effort. All of the effects, the practical effects, the hand ripped off stuff.
Yeah,
like
that was
they
Okay, wait,
tried
hold
with that
on.
stuff.
That was
His
cool.
hand was not really
How
stuck
was
there.
his hand stuck? Yeah.
He's like, I can't pull it out. You just
He's a
flatten
robot.
Ah, there's no way. Do you ever do that where you put your thing in something and you
Yeah.
can't get it out?
it all the
He
time.
wasn't.
Chris.
He wasn't coded for. He didn't have the coding to know how to remove his hand. You know.
Yeah, it wasn't programmed for that, Aaron.
Yeah.
Do you not know
was,
anything
like,
about
glitched.
robots from the future?
Yes, I know a
Probably
lot about
distracted
robots
by
from
that
computers.
sweet saxophone.
Here's what I thought was going to happen, and this would have been badass, is they all get out and they realize they're all robots too.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
I was
Why?
sure
And
the
then
German
Why would they all
people
be
were
Only
robots.
people left are the old pervert men who wear the capes.
That's how it's gonna be
And then they put the old pervert man in the city.
in the silo. They go to their doomsday silos.
But instead, they live in the trash bag
Well,
building.
we just never got any answers.
It's always, of course, the old white men with the
Yeah.
cloaks.
But there was never any answers
Ruining the world.
as to is this the only thing that still exists in civilization? These
Yeah.
old
It
dudes
seemed
that,
that way,
are
yeah.
What's the
sucking baby
point?
brain.
I know. I wanted to see more of the world.
They're living in Congress, aka the White House. I liked how they made the history like wrong-ish
Yeah.
because they didn't know exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes it a
What,
little more
what year was it
believable.
supposed to be? 2050?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was past that because they were talking about something that happened in 2050.
Okay.
It's not like the the catalyst sort of is that the robots discover the baby and these people finally fight back.
Yeah.
But literally, the only thing stopping them from rebelling against the robots was that one gun.
Yeah.
Like, just getting the gun turned
Well,
the
they
whole
thought
tide
they
of the
couldn't
war.
kill the
Well,
robots,
and getting
right?
out
Yeah, they
past
thought they
that
were
Right.
the
invincible.
ball
They had to
thing.
figure that out.
Why did they
Yeah.
think they couldn't kill them?
Because
Because they had
They didn't
no
have
weapons.
Yeah.
It was the rules.
I mean,
And they
But they
were
were also
super
told that they
strong.
couldn't
and-
take a
die.
fork to the eye. or
Remember,
something.
most of
Yeah.
them were brought into this world not knowing any different.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it
Most
was
people-
interesting that the bartender was like the only one willing to like stand up and try to rally people.
Yeah,
Everyone else
he
was just like,
rallied. He tried to
"Eh."
rally the whole town and got
I
like
don't know.
5 other people.
I guess they're not oppressed enough to rally.
Mm.
Who's lighting the barrels every day?
The patrons.
Yeah. You got
Why
you
do
got
the
a guy in
barrels need
charge
lit?
of lighting barrels.
Why?
I do
He's
the
probably on the
barrels need
lowest
lit.
level. The
Are they keeping away the riffraff? There's no riffraff anymore.
probably keeps
right?
them warm because
Street
they're underground.
trash.
It's cold underground, guys. It's like
Yeah,
a
they
cave.
would have.
Okay, Aladdin.
Me-
They would all die from vitamin D deficiency. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, they were getting
they've
vitamin D.
adapted, right? They adapt.
Vitamin D.
but it's synthetic.
It's the
adapt,
best
right?
Vitamin
kind,
D can make
Lindsay. It's
people
the
plenty
best.
happy. right?
They looked all right to me.
Sometimes what if they just real thing?
It would have been cool if like decades had passed and they had like no eyes because it's dark down there. And
Oh,
stuff.
they became mole people. I would be
That'd
on
be
board if they
cool.
became mole
That
people.
would be
a
Mole people are
interesting.
badass.
There's
Yeah,
a
because
movie.
when they went up to the
Mole people.
surface, they should have been blind. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's the first
right?
time any of them
They
really
would
The
be.
seen
one
the
said
sun.
it like, or the guy with the glasses said like, "Oh, it's really bright."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. He was like, I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, his skin would
I really
probably
hates
like
it.
I mean, if he's never had sunlight on him, his skin
Well, that
would
guy had
probably,
total Stockholm syndrome,
be
though, too.
painful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The sun hitting.
I don't know.
He was
if
more
it would
afraid
be.
of.
I was
think
sure
it
that
would.
guy was a robot the way he was acting the whole
I
time.
thought so too. The way he
Yeah.
talked.
I mean, the way he moves his eyebrows. Good lord.
What would have been cool if someone was manning him like with a little control stick or something? Like that would have been sweet. Like inside him,
Like
that'd be sweet.
a joystick.
Oh.
Through the whole chase thing, when all the
You mean the middle hour of the movie?
middle hour of the movie,
Never ended. I was
Where
literally
they're-
jumping forward at that point.
where the patrons are like chasing him around trying to find him, you can hear them coming. Their jumpsuits are so
they're-
loud. Swish, 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 swish,
Oh my
swish,
god.
swish.
It's a
They're
look.
so
Did you guys
thick,
like that look?
too.
Why did they
I
wear
liked
that?
it. It was good.
Yeah.
No, I like the orange jumpsuits. They were
But
interesting.
why? They look like trash men or something.
They're
What was the
And it
reason
works.
for
Trash
having
men.
like the same model of robot? Like what?
Because they clone. They
Right.
had
There's only a
cloning
handful of different
technology.
ones.
So
Yeah,
we would
because
never
we
get the same
learned.
robot in the same scenario. though,
There's
right?
so
That was-
much going on in this movie that
we learned
ties
that
to nothing.
They originally made the robots by stealing babies
Mm-hmm.
and replacing their
Ah.
organs with machines.
No, that's a
Like you do.
conspiracy theory
So-
that someone could get behind.
Yeah, so that's why they only have those 6 guys. or
So
10
that's
guys.
the-
conspiracy. That's
You are
probably a true
amazing.
conspiracy,
You are
right?
God.
Can somebody just answer me this?
You are love.
Are they robots or are they cyborgs?
They
cyborgs.
started out as
Cyborgs.
cyborgs.
Yeah,
They're
I think
humans.
they're cyborgs because everyone
Clone
explains
humans
it
that
as
get implants, so they become
Which part of their
cyborgs.
body is still biological?
Not much.
The
the
Skin,
skin,
skin.
maybe.
Their
Maybe
outer-
the skin.
I
So
think
it's
if there's
a-
any part of
penises.
it, then they're cyborg.
We know that their hearts
So-
were replaced.
So wait, somebody that has like a retinal implant is a
A
cyborg.
heart sounds really difficult to be the one thing.
Yeah.
you're
Somebody that
replacing,
has
just saying.
a
They replace hearts now. With
yeah,
with
exactly.
the
Yeah, but
base-
it's very
base machinery.
difficult.
makes him a cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
So a Terminator's a
Badass.
cyborg because it's human skin over metal
Well, the Terminator
exoskeleton.
is a robot covered
Yeah.
in human skin.
Yep.
That's what these fuckers are.
These guys they are humans.
They started as humans. They just get
No,
slowly
they
replaced.
didn't.
all
They
the
got
time.
Yes, they
robot
did.
parts
They
inside
were,
them.
they were born, Chris.
Uh-huh.
That's the problem. They tell you that, but then they don't show you that.
Yeah, it's
No.
like the
They
Nevermore
couldn't
song,
afford
Chris.
that in the budget, AJ.
Is that why they watch movies on like projectors and get brainwashed?
Every man dies. Not every man
like-
That's the
truly
first
lives.
one.
I
Did you
liked all
think it
the
was interesting
Soviet
they could use the
buttons.
gun all the time to get out of these scenarios, like freezing the
Oh.
projector?
That made no sense.
That was the
Yeah.
dumbest shit.
There's a lot of
cancels
that.
out the
Well,
effects.
the,
They,
Look at this.
they just sat
What?
it on the button.
Where's the
that's a
human part of
sweet
that? Look at
effect.
that.
Why is there
None of that
bamboo
is
there?
human. It's where I keep it
the,
in my chest
bamboo.
bowl. Look at that.
Yeah.
There
It's
is
some
no
aluminum foil,
human
some
parts
wire.
in there.
They show
Some
us though
bamboo.
that the robot heart interrupts the transformer right down in the
Yeah.
pleasure zone, so that
Which
so you could
doesn't-
see maybe the gun interrupts the
That was a
projector
stupid
system. That was- yeah.
That was a
But he
stupid
It
just
was
idea.
sat it
really
on the
weird.
button.
I thought they were gonna use that like to get out, like put the guy's dead hand on it or something and open up the gate. That makes a lot more
How?
sense to me.
In the fuck did you guys like this more than goddamn the Dark Lurking?
I don't understand
didn't.
that at all.
Movie of
I
the
did.
fucking year.
Dark lurking.
Movie of the
Movie
decade,
was so boring.
frankly.
I thought the funniest part of the movie was when the Nero 5 tries to shoot or break down the wood barrier between the where the hidden room is with the baby. It takes him a while to get
Yeah.
through there, and they had like one take to get it done.
Oh yeah, he kind of his foot goes through it and he kind of stumbles.
He gets like caught. and
Oh,
falls.
he gets Renfield, AJ.
Some of these sets
Oh
varied
god,
from
Renfield.
looking very good to looking horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's
some
why I
felt like real
liked it.
rooms they
Well,
went
this
to,
is-
like real places, and some were like
Yeah.
just like jokes.
You had this one like super fancy
Yeah.
building, okay?
Like, that's
and
a
you're
room.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
that's,
yeah, we're
that's an
making a
old
movie,
old
guy.
palace.
We're making a movie, and then they're like, let's go to the secret sci-fi lab, which is just trash bag room.
They have a laser in there, Chris.
The bar literally has
It's
like
true.
like dollar like bookshelves behind him. Like it's so bad. It's so bad.
It's
Oh.
great.
Great
What a
dancing.
movie.
It's just a
Good
set that they
dancing.
built. Like that's like a set they built.
Can we
What's the
talk
guy
about
in the
therapy
background
bills
doing?
that the baby was going to need the rest of its life?
He's- Wait, look at this guy in the middle.
is-
Watch this guy in the
yeah.
middle. He's really going to town on her elbow. Look at him right now. He's like, oh,
What?
see that?
The guy in the
What the hell
back.
is this fucker
Yeah.
doing?
I see.
It's her shoulder.
Her shoulder.
Shoulder.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
a-
understand.
You don't
That's
like
a
shoulder
character
robots
choice.
would be interested.
Yeah,
in
he's
that.
into shoulders.
Do you think it's just a reason to get the robots out of the house so they can do old man's shit together? Like play backgammon and stuff like that? And then the
Okay,
robots
kids,
come
go
back,
have
it's
a
like
fight.
trying to get the
Kids
kids out of the off. You know what I mean?
hell out of here, kids.
Maybe that's what the whole movie's about. Just getting the robots
Can
out
you
of the
just turn
house.
the fucker robots off? Like, why do they need to have
They're-
pleasure time? Just turn them the fuck
They're
off.
not robots.
They're fucking
they
robots. You cannot,
sleep?
this is
Dark
what
as
robots.
humans.
Do they eat
They
and
are
sleep?
brainwashed
Well, also,
humans.
what did they use them for out? What is their purpose? What are the old men
That's
using
I don't
them
know.
for?
They take
That's
the
the
trash
question.
out.
That is
They
the
dust
question.
the big palace.
They're doing all the old man stuff that old men can't do.
Like,
Like
what?
walk upstairs. They carry him up the stairs. They like
That's true.
you
They
know,
don't go
get their-
downstairs.
they don't have an elevator. Okay.
I wonder what the full runtime for this movie is. How much did we miss?
Well,
I
it
think
says
we
it's an
might-
hour and a half or
Question.
whatever, but I don't know the full.
An hour and 28 minutes, and the one that we watched was an hour and 22 minutes. So we missed 6 minutes.
Ooh.
6
minutes.
spicy
Damn.
minutes.
Robot sex.
that we-
And in that
we will
6
never get
minutes,
back.
version.
and
Have
in
it?
that 6 minutes, I bet they used that door opening sound effect like 30 times.
Oh yeah.
And the baby crying.
Dark Future is complete and utter garbage. Everything imaginable is bad as you'll find in a movie. Acting bad, plot bad, special effects bad, music bad, cinematography bad, sets bad. You get the idea. I'll bet even the catering was bad.
Yeah,
It was
probably.
obviously very low budget.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they got an actual. It was an actual newborn. That was a tiny
Yes,
baby.
that was
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
2 month
that,
old
I
or
didn't
something.
like that when that guy was like
Was
holding it up.
holding it. Yeah, I'm
like,
like,
and it was all naked in the cold room. I'm
Do you
like,
think
what's
that's why they
happening?
filmed it in
Baby.
Russia?
Cover this
so they could
baby
do
up.
stuff
it
like
was
that?
a teeny tiny baby.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was
that's
all for
right.
shooting that
Table.
baby, a
We're
laser
gonna talk
at that
about
baby.
baby or child actors as
Laser
our
in the baby.
quiz.
That's what it's like when you go to the dentist and they're like, "We're just gonna take a little screenshot of your thing," and they walk out of the room and they like put on a hazmat suit and they shoot this laser right
They
in your
just put
fucking
a
teeth.
lead apron on
All
you.
the radiation
Yeah.
is just
So
going.
sad.
Like, you'll be fine, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. And then this big laser gun shoots you in the face for like 3
Yeah.
minutes. You're like, yeah, you might need.
We're
some
just
teeth
shooting
'cause we
X-rays
just
directly
melted them
into your
all.
brain.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Nothing
about
to worry
it, though.
about.
The microplastics.
It's
will
Hey,
be
ridiculous.
there.
3 minutes a year is fine.
That's what she said.
That is what she's.
Yeah.
That was a spiff joke. It just came out. I'm sorry.
Welcome to the level of Spiv.
So then
Join the club, buddy.
he uses the laser to really fuck up the guy, the
Yeah,
robot
that was
guy.
cool.
Because look,
Yeah, he
because
cut him
people
up right
people catch on fire with their people parts, but robots, I guess, do as well.
Okay, but how come that's the only robot that didn't die when being shot?
Because he's
Once.
oh wait, what did you just call him? A robot?
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron, no. He's an
Oh, Aaron, come
android.
to the dark side.
Cyborg.
No, I'm just trying to appease you so you'll answer my question. Why is it everybody else that got shot dies immediately? But
Because
this
he's the
robot
last
doesn't?
boss.
He's the boss robot.
He's the boss, Aaron.
He's
He has
the
more
new
health.
five.
You ever play a video game? Sometimes they reuse the same characters, but they give him a little more health.
I'm shocked
the
we
boss.
didn't.
He's a level like
I'm really
four.
He's
shocked.
got like a little silver trim on his.
We
Silver
got to
trim
the
sets him
end
apart.
of this, and there was no like confrontation with the old man to explain everything. Why they
Yeah.
did this, that kind.
Yeah,
Like that's
this
what the
is
movie missed.
This could have
It just
used that like
ended.
10-minute long
It needs a
scene of
plot
like,
dump,
Yeah.
well,
And it would have been like
kill
a-
Could
you
have been cut
immediately.
out.
You
It
know
should
what's
have
cut
been,
out? Was 4 minutes of naked old man doing all kinds of stuff.
Thanks for
He
cutting that out.
explains it all
Phoebe.
naked, so they had to. cut
Yeah,
it
they're all
out.
naked in a
He
hot
takes
tub
his robe
explaining
off.
it. Yeah. Come with me, little
Let me
one.
tell you about
Sit a while and listen.
I thought it was Gandalf at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Just gonna
his
Deckard
horse.
Cain jokes.
I'm good.
Stay a
Off
while.
the gray, and it's just gray pubes, like a bush.
Oh man.
Sorry.
There were some cool concepts in this though.
There were some
There was cool stuff.
the little ID chips that they have when he scanned it and it popped up and it was like that
Yeah, that was
graphic of all his info. That was cool.
Yeah, what was that
Yeah.
checking there?
There's
It's like a little
silver thing on
RFID
his
chip that tells
chest.
them about stuff.
Who he is?
Yeah.
That's too close. That's gonna be reality someday.
Oh, it's already basically real
Like,
like that, now, right?
People are volunteering to do
We
it.
won't need credit
Like the whole
cards.
social credit
Instead,
system.
That's good dancing. You have skills. This will be mine one. It's so enticing to the robots when you do this.
It's their mating dance.
But someday you'll just swipe your hand over to pay for things and shit.
Oh yeah.
Probably
You
your
can do that
eye
now with
would
your
do it.
watch.
Yeah, you already can.
No, you can't do your eye. Not everybody has an eye.
What?
I guess not
You can do
everybody
it
has
with
a
phone.
hand though either. I have glaucoma. It's a touchy subject. Okay. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
See what you did there.
yikes.
See what I did? Fair enough. Fair enough. Moving on slowly. Anything else, guys? Like what's your favorite cyborg man? Which one? Did you like the one that was kind of
liked
mean,
the-
or did you like the friendlier one?
I like the friendly one. What was his name? Warren
bald
Six
one?
or
Gary,
something?
I think. Something Gary.
I thought it was
They had the
Vlad.
worst
'Cause you had-
haircuts.
You had this guy who was a dick, and then you had the other one who was a little bit more understanding.
Were these all American actors? Or you think a lot of
No,
people
they're totally
were
Russian.
Yeah.
In
Mustache.
Except for that one
Russia.
guy was German.
I did like the amount of cardboard boxes
That
they
guy.
had in a lot of sets, where they would just come in and fuck these cardboard boxes
Yeah.
up. That's cool.
I thought the music was very saxy.
Lots of
Yeah, lots of
It's
jazz.
Oh, yeah,
totally
I ha-
fusion stuff.
I have some of the music. We can listen to that.
was
They
painful.
also had a horse at one point in this movie.
I like Irene's comment.
Deckard Cain.
Gandalf.
Yeah, Deckard Cain. Yeah.
That's a good joke.
You can't talk about the glaucoma. It's too much pressure.
They can make robots, but they don't have cars anymore. You know what
They
I'm
don't
saying?
have-
They're
Turn one of these
robots.
They can power
AJ, turn one of
these
these
things.
robots into a car that you ride. You just get on its back and
Fucking Knight Rider, man.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
So
That's
it's
what
like
they're
the
doing in
Lucy
the
Gay
house.
Duo thing. Saturday Night Live.
I got the
even if-
feeling that these old guys didn't really know how to do anything anymore.
Right.
They were just continuing the.
Yeah, well,
cyborg
how old
thing.
are they? Because hundreds of years have passed.
Okay,
right?
so say the elites kill off pretty much all humanity. They kill off all the scientists, etc. Sure, they might be able to stay alive because of the cyborgs, but they don't know enough about any of this to do
Well,
anything.
you keep a
This is
couple
where we're at.
scientists around.
This is basically the plan of what we're doing right now. We just
yeah,
couple
we're
rich
just trying to speed
assholes
it up
rule
as
the
fast
world
as
and-
possible
Right.
at this point. But thank goodness the Supreme Court's going to help us on that.
Sure.
That's
Sure
my
it is.
problem with RoboCop, is that they made him just into a human shape. But why didn't they make him into something cool? Like if you're
Because
gonna
he's
put,
a human.
Like a motorcycle or something.
yeah, make him into like a fucking cool tank or some shit.
Well,
with
But
a
they
brain
did
on
that.
top.
They made those the other ones
a,
before they made
he
him.
was the
Those were all
cyborg.
robots.
He was the cyborg. He was not a robot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. These
But
guys are
it's
apparently
RoboCop,
cyborgs too.
Lindsay, not CyberCop.
Yeah, Lindsay.
That is a film we've probably reviewed in the past.
I'm sure.
Probably.
we did review Cyborg Cop. That movie was badass. It had John Rhys Davies and he blew up an island. And there's a sequel to that. We need to watch that. Yeah, Cyborg
That
Cop
was
2.
an awesome movie, yeah.
Revenge of Cyborgs. It looks cool.
I'm happy
I
we
like
got a
the chair-
cyborg movie in now.
The chair death was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
could
still
you
that
die
work
from-
sucks.
I have a chair that is upside down right now. Can I?
I don't think
potentially
you die
trip and
immediately.
like that.
It would
Because
not
it hit his heart.
puncture you like
I wanted
that.
to
don't
see
think it
like
would penetrate
cyborgs.
that
You
easily.
fell hard enough on
We
it.
didn't have any like
It
cyborg.
broke
people
though. It
people
wasn't
apart.
like a
Oh, so it was
We
a
didn't-
point?
we didn't have any.
It would be
Oh,
painful.
snapped, so it would have had a pretty sharp point on it.
That's true. AJ, what'd you say? We didn't have what?
We didn't really have any cool deaths, you know, other than like people being blown up. Like, you know, no cyborgs ripping people apart or anything. You know,
That
that's
would have been cool.
that would have made this a lot better if this got a little gory. Yeah, we'd have
Yeah,
liked
this
a lot
one.
more.
That one was
Just a
pretty
little
good.
bit.
Even
even
it's
had
like
the-
delayed.
Jump
He's
back.
like, now,
I know,
now
he
jump.
couldn't even time it. Couldn't even time it.
It's so dumb.
So stupid.
It's low budget, low budget.
It's
do
good.
it
No,
again.
it's fun. I'm
Charming.
glad that I like
Charming.
that stuff
Mm-hmm.
because it's fun.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm tired.
I want to hear the sample of music, Chris.
There was a cane fight, but I forgot to pull a clip. That was pretty
cane
lame as well.
It was so
Oh, it's so
lame.
bad.
Well,
Like-
the old guys tried to fight the mustache guy, but they were too old and weak.
What
It
he
was
should have
just
done
what
is
they're called.
turn the old men into cyborgs. That would have been freaking sweet. Put them in
Yes.
a cyborg machine. Let's
They
see
should
that
turn those
happen.
old men into the sex the
Right.
prostitute people, so that the robots get to fuck the old man.
With the cane.
That's the second time you've said that, Chris.
A man can dream.
has
All right.
plans.
All right. Let's check out some of the music.
saxophones
cool, man.
by
Like,
Sam Raimi.
Total
It
fusion
sounds like a
stuff.
Beverly
got
Hills
his own
Cop,
credit.
like or like old,
bit.
like police kind of late night movie. It's cool.
All right.
Movie of the year, guys.
If it didn't have a plane in it, I don't want to talk
Nonsense.
about it as movie of the year.
Didn't have a what in it?
Just
If it
picture
didn't have a plane
Steven Seagal
In
as
it,
the
I don't want to talk
bartender.
about it as movie of the year.
I do think if we got the uncut version, it would have been a better viewing experience.
Probably.
Yeah,
At least there
maybe.
would have been
It'd have
tips.
some boobs.
Maybe there was gore cut out of it too. We don't know.
Maybe there was, yeah.
Chris likes
or
his
cut
film
out, we
like he
don't
likes
know.
his robot sex bots.
Maybe
Uncut.
there was an ending that we didn't get.
Exactly. What if it was too much for the
like
censors
this huge
to handle? So they
robot
cut it all out.
orgy at the end, so they cut it all out.
Yeah.
God. It would fit the music well.
All right. AJ, would you recommend The Dark Future?
No, I would not recommend The Dark Future. I just didn't care for it. It just was like, as I said before, like it went on and on. I was fast forwarding at moments because it was just so repetitive and made no sense. It made no sense. Like I can't recommend it. I want to, but I can't.
Within your power, but you choose not to. Rebecca.
Cheers.
No, I don't think I'm gonna recommend it either. I mean, there are some redeeming things about it, but I don't think there's enough to warrant watching it.
Viv.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to recommend it. Unless you're a huge fan of low-budget cyborg movies with meandering stories.
Which it sounds like you are.
You kind of are, dude.
Yeah.
I-
Lindsay.
I enjoyed it, but it has flaws. Yeah.
I think I would recommend it just because there's enough weird shit going on in this movie. I mean, none of it makes any sense at all whatsoever. But just the costumes, the acting, the bad ADR, a lot of the choices and the locations I think is interesting enough to get you through it. But yeah, I'd recommend it.
Hey, Ron.
Nah, I can't recommend this. It's just kind of dull.
You guys have been so goddamn spoiled. This was fun. What's the matter with you? And they tried really hard.
They did
You know, this
for
could have
what
been
they
a
had.
this could have been a lot worse. Is all
That's
I'm
Are
saying.
you recommending
Oh,
this?
yes, for sure.
I am
They built a
recommending
replica
this.
White
This
House
was-
You're
in
recommending
Russia.
this?
I'm fucking recommending this
Oh
shit.
my god, really?
I'm standing up for this.
whom?
I stand up for the little
Wow.
people that don't get recognized for what they do, and these
Wow.
people tried.
Yeah, but
That
that's
Mr.
just
Porno
you should
Man.
watch the film.
Wow.
though.
Yes, it fucking
You can
does.
Chris is
appreciate what they did,
recommending
but
this
not say,
garbage.
yeah, go watch it.
What do you? No one's
I-
listening to this
I
podcast
lo-
who's like
I love
expecting good
that-
movies.
I love that I recommended it as well, but they're giving you all the shit for it.
I'm
Yeah.
shocked.
Chris
I'm just
shit on it
shocked
the whole
because it's like I thought I knew
did
Chris,
not
but
shit
apparently I don't at all.
You did. You shit all
Don't
over
know
you.
him at
You're,
all.
wait, go back to the very beginning thing. When your
You
turn.
said
What did
this
you
is
say?
fucking horrible.
Yes.
No, I said it was the shittiest idea of all time, but they went for it,
They
which
did
is
go
what I
for it.
liked.
They were fully committed.
Embrace the
They
shit.
fully
Got it.
committed to their stupid, horrible idea.
So,
and that's what I like.
Would you watch it again?
Hell no. Maybe the uncut version where I can get the
You'd
full
watch that
movie.
6 minutes.
This kind of made me think of like if Neil Breen had a budget. This is kind of the kind of thing he would make.
Maybe, except for it doesn't have that narcissist angle in it as well. Maybe.
Maybe.
Smegma, or
Maybe.
anal smegma.
He
or
would-
whatever
he would
the
give
spit
a-
is.
Call me maybe.
Instead of laying the gun on the console, he would have gone up front and gave a speech to the
Yeah.
guys.
Oh.
And he would have had sex with, like, women way too young for him, and he would have
Or they'd
had all
want
these
to-
moments.
They'd want to.
Yes,
have sex
that's
with
what it
him.
is. All the people would praise him the entire movie, and he would be able to solve everything.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
like Deathstalker.
Yeah. So, does anyone have any alternate titles? What do you got, Aaron?
Now. Earth
naked HCs.
2022. Concocting a rebellion because he's a bartender. Die Robo Fuckers Die. And Robo Shitty.
Jamie, we will get to that question in the email section, so just hang on.
Yes,
I have,
Jamie, I would.
Yeah, I have Dark Shitty, Dork Future, Sperminator.
Ew.
Sperminator
I think
2
we
Jisman Day.
reviewed that. I think we reviewed that movie too.
Robocock and Shitworld. What was Shitworld about?
What?
That's a what?
Oh, is that from something else? Oh, you just don't know what
Like-
the reference is?
Is it
I
like
don't know what the reference
Westworld?
is.
Westworld?
Yeah!
I was thinking
Oh.
Future World or something like this.
Dark
tied
Future.
You could call it
So
Chest
shame.
World, Chris.
All right. Jamie, I'm not reading that aloud. You're such a freaking perv. All right. Time to move on, guys. Play
Good lord, man.
a game. Here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of conflict. Right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are hardly pleasant. Shall we play?
All right. So the first couple questions we're going to talk about specifics as far as child actors on set, and then we'll get into actual. I guess it's more general first, and then specific actors. So here we go. In California, how many days old does a baby need to be to work?
3.
Baby.
One.
To work?
That
Seven.
is cute, baby.
Days?
Is this some weird math thing where it's like you have to be 15?
Days. I'm
So
gonna
like
say
5,475, or is it
No, there's
I feel
plenty
like
of babies in
There's
2
there.
babies
weeks is
that
too
work.
much.
child
So
actors? you're
probably
saying?
a week.
I'd say
Yeah.
I'd say like
Ooh,
14
I'm
days.
2
saying
months.
7 days. 7 days.
2 months.
7 days.
15 days. California has a minimum of 15 days. Some states do not. So in some states you could
America.
have a 1-day-old baby that
welcome
you're
to
Russia
Alabama. Get your
definitely
ass to
does
work.
not have a
It's
minimum.
not like it's not like they're making the baby sweep trash and shit. They're just still being a baby and somebody's fucking holding them. That's not really fucking
Well,
work.
You wait, man.
That's like
how
if somebody
many-
was like, Chris, sit at your computer and watch the internet.
Oh, there's a
Like, that's
picture of
not
Chris
fucking
after
work.
he
That's just what I
farted.
do. You know what I mean? Anyways, I digress. Sorry, Rebecca. I
How
ruined your
many
game.
minutes can that 15-day-old baby work a day?
90.
10.
Oh, no, there's no limit. 24 hours, man.
I think 90
Yeah.
is a good
It's
answer.
He's,
probably
he's,
like an
he's
hour.
working hard right there.
60.
20 minutes.
Hmm.
So they can be on set for a total of 2 hours, but of that 2 hours, only 20 minutes can be actually being shot.
Is this why they had that horrible fake baby in American Sniper? Because they didn't want to go through the
Yeah.
trouble of
Oh,
having a
jeez.
real baby.
And
They had a
it's
real
like-
baby, but he wasn't patriotic enough, so they got rid of it.
Right?
He wouldn't salute the
It's like
flag
up
today.
to 6 months, it's 20 minutes, and then 6 months to 5 years, I think it jumps to like 40 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
The baby
Yeah.
just kept kneeling the whole time.
But when you're an adult, you can work 24 hours a day. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about that
Yeah,
shit.
there's nothing, no one cares.
Yeah.
All right, so now specific child actor. So at 11, what did an agent want Leonardo DiCaprio to change his name to?
Any of those are
Lenny
amazing.
Williams.
Lenny
Williams.
Williams,
that from
Lance
Critters
Jones,
3?
Lincoln Smith, or Liam Johnson?
Yikes.
Liam
gonna-
Johnson.
I'm going to go with
This was
Lenny
an-
Williams because
This
it's
was an
completely
agent,
ridiculous.
so
Let's
it has
go
to be
Lincoln
the worst
Lance.
one.
Lance Jones. He looks like a lance.
I'm going to say
Smith.
Lincoln Smith.
Yeah.
Generic to generic.
It was Lenny Williams.
You know,
I could see that.
everyone
That's so
was
stupid.
everyone, all the girls were so gaga over him, like in the late 90s. I didn't think he was cute at all back then.
Ah, me
I'm
neither.
like-
See Romeo and Juliet,
Aw.
apparently.
like in
He's not
Titanic,
adorable.
I'm like, he's, no.
I like how he's
Juliet.
devolved into just like a regular old
beach?
middle-aged dude now.
Come on.
People
The
like
beach was
diff-
great.
Yeah.
People like different kinds of people. Different people
Yeah.
aesthetics.
Some
different
like
tastes.
robots, some like humans.
Some like
Some
old
like
guys with
Lenny
long hair.
Williams.
Right.
How many curls are in Shirley Temple's signature look?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
27.
30.
36.
42.
50.
It's the meaning of life and everything.
56. So her hair was naturally straight.
Jeez,
her mom
the poor
had it
kid.
down to a science
Oh
to
my
get.
god, naturally straight.
Yep.
Ugh.
How many child actors did Quivencene Wallace beat out to get her role in The Beasts of the Southern Wild?
Probably like 800.
Yeah.
I'd say like
8,000.
1,000.
Some of those parents are crazy. I'm gonna say. Well, they wouldn't sit through that many auditions. Probably like 100.
There were 3,500.
Oh my god.
They wanted someone
That's
between
crazy.
6 and 9. She was only 5 though, so her parents lied about her age to get her an audition. Yeah.
Parents do crazy things.
Can you imagine viewing 3,500 people trying out for a movie? How do you even
Just for
fucking
one-
convince that then?
Imagine the
Okay.
expense and time of this doing
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
You'd have to have like a whole team.
We'd have a whole
And
team.
you do
for
like
months.
like
Do you
a
think you're just going through books of photos at that point?
Well, they look
Probably.
at height. They look at all sorts of different
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
sure they
whether
Probably
it's
got
gonna
yeah.
work
It's
or
probably
just
more
like-
like they got 3,500 and they filtered it down to like.
Isn't there just like an
200 or something.
algorithm? You could just like throw it into the computer and
Yeah.
Jodie Foster was first hired for a commercial for what product? Was it Tide laundry detergent, Coca-Cola soda, Coppertone sunscreen, or Hershey chocolate?
copper
I would say
tone.
Copper
Tide.
tone?
I want to say
Tide.
Hershey
I think it
chocolate,
was
but I think it's
Tide.
Tide laundry. Yeah.
It was Coppertone sunscreen. So she was only 3. Her brother was auditioning. He was 6, but she was like there with her mom, and they picked her instead.
She
Even
doesn't
though
like,
she wasn't
do anything
even...
anymore, does she?
No.
She directs.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
in a movie coming out soon. I think. I can't remember what it's about.
I like
though.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a
she's
actress.
good movies, man. Remember Flight?
God damn it, AJ. Always bring K's involved.
Peter Ostrom from Willy Wonka didn't like acting. What did he become instead? A doctor, a veterinarian, a teacher, or a lawyer?
A
think a teacher.
veterinarian.
God, I hope not a lawyer. I'm gonna
Teacher.
say
I'll say a doctor.
I want to say
Teacher.
he lives in Iowa.
Oh, then
Seriously.
That's not a profession, Lindsay.
homeless.
I'm just saying. I said a veterinarian.
Oh, he still has his golden ticket.
He bought horses with some of his earnings from the movie and
Nice.
fell in love with taking care of animals. And
In Iowa.
Good
Oh,
choice,
he's in New
man.
York.
Good
I was
choice.
thinking of something else.
That's got to be it. Yeah, that's got to be a better life.
yeah.
Yeah.
What important high school event did Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen miss in order to host SNL? Was it homecoming football game, graduation, prom, or senior musical?
Senior musical.
Probably graduation,
Prom.
right?
Of graduation.
Because anything else would be like whatever.
Is that Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. God.
This is a proof that you can be successful no matter what.
It was
true.
their senior prom. I guess they in that
He's there, creepy looking.
this is their opening monologue. They said that, they were missing out on riding in limos, dressing up fancy, and then they're
They do
like,
that every
"Oh, never
weekend."
mind, we do that all the time." So
Yeah.
it wasn't.
I don't know if they're creepy looking. I feel like these photos are like
I
them
think-
like not posing, just like
Yeah.
random shots.
It'd be good
because they
cyborgs,
don't
I'd
want to
say.
be posed.
The one on the left needs to close her eyes just a little bit more.
Jesus. Harsh
People.
They have
Yeah.
so much money. Oh my god.
They're like, my eyes might be big, but so is my bank account.
How old was the girl who voiced Boo in Monsters Inc.?
33.
Yeah,
And it was a
Wasn't
man.
it an adult?
Almost there. in
2.
59.
That's a great movie, though.
She was 2.
Oh wow.
So they just followed her around with a
What?
microphone to
That's
get
awesome.
her lines recorded because
That's
they
so
couldn't get
cool.
her to focus well enough.
She had.
that's
If she was
cute.
cute
That's
in the
awesome.
movie, yeah.
Yeah. And her name was Mary. And if you look on the one of Boo's drawings, it says Mary like it was her name.
Oh, that's cool.
Written.
Aw.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
How old was Drew Barrymore when she first hosted SNL?
8.
9.
13.
7.
She was 7. She was promoting E.T.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Remember, they
Right?
used to just leave her at Studio.
How would you-
Aren't they
54?
making a sequel
By
to
How
this?
would you
herself.
put a
Yeah.
7-year-old?
What do you think about
what are you
that?
gonna
They
do?
probably all went to Studio 54 after that SNL.
Probably.
That's where she, that's when
She
she
probably-
first did coke.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it probably is. She had a rough childhood for sure.
All right, another endearing game that left us on a very positive note. Thank you, Rebecca. Time to move
My
on and do some
pleasure.
listener
Childhood drug
feedback.
abuse.
Here we go. I was waiting for like Jared Fogle or something to show up, and like something super depressing. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out The Dark Lurking. It was supposed to be an alien ripoff and turned out to be something else. David Black loved the movie. Got a lot of bang for their buck. So many things from her favorite video games and movies.
Yep.
It's true.
They even had
Fantastic.
the Wolf Brigade from Jinro anime movie slash
That's a pretty good movie.
Hellcast from the video game Killzone Armor.
Mm.
Sci-fi
I only
horror
played
is
one of the
my
Killzone games.
jam.
See, David knows what's up. Solid movie. 10 out of 10.
The zombie and Xeno designs and costumes were great. Loved the action. Loved what they achieved on their budget.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It was fun, but then they just kept doing it.
Yeah, well,
for
you
an
got a
hour
recipe
and
for
40 minutes.
success. You
when
just
you got
keep doing it.
when you got gold, you keep doing that gold.
Yeah.
Gold's good, Spiv.
Yeah, what do you think the Avatar movies are going to be like?
Yeah, what do you think the fucking
Oh,
Avatar
boy.
movies are going to be, Spiv?
It's 3 hours.
Crap.
People can get up and go pee during it.
Don't talk shit about
Isn't
James
that
Cameron
what
that
he
way.
said?
That's exactly what he said.
That's exactly what he said. Alternate
You don't
title.
have to watch the whole movie. Then why the fuck am I paying for it, James Cameron?
There's blue people. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Alternate title: Terror in the Hallway. There was a lot of hallway in that one.
Yeah, there was a lot of vent
Vent.
hallway.
When you have good hallway too, you use it.
Yeah,
had
or at
good
least
hallways,
repaint it.
but-
Some Australian hallways. Jason Case. Thank you, Chris, for the compliment about my ability to shortly summarize the quality of movies reviewed on the Bad Movie Night
You
podcast.
do a great job with that.
J Case.
Jason Case, I'll be surprised if Dark Future isn't an entertaining movie. Because humans have to protect a baby from cyborgs. And because the
Sounds
movie is
cool.
set in a world where cyborgs reign. Sorry, Jason.
Chris recommended
yeah,
it, so-
Didn't do that one.
I recommended it. I know what fun is. You guys are all dead inside now. None of
Yep.
you guys like fun anymore.
Nope.
Nope.
We've
guys used to be
we've done
cool.
this podcast for 5 years, Chris.
Almost 6, I think.
Almost
now.
6. It
Had
killed
the
the
fun beat out of us.
We need to watch
Fun.
Arcade again. That's what we need to do.
I need to watch Outpost Zeta again. 'Cause that was
Bitch.
better than Dark Future.
I'm arcade.
It was way
bitch.
better than Dark Future.
You should watch
Same.
Arcade.
Even the
It's got
sets were
Q in
better.
it, man. Mike DeRosier hadn't seen this movie since it came out. So far, this is my favorite movie of the year. Mike DeRosier says Dark Lurking movie of the year.
Really?
Wow.
Dude,
Like,
see?
looks like we're on track
Looks like we
this
got
year.
something. Looks like we
on
got
track.
something.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Until we get Steven
Um,
Seagal.
Brain
movie,
damage,
and then it's
maybe?
all
Is that
over.
what you got?
I can't do it. Oh, fucking Steven Seagal.
Oh, James Crowley has our theme month for this year.
Here.
Mr. Crowley.
It's either Paul Gust or Shore Timber, where we watch the films of 90s great Pauly Shore.
Oh my god. My wife and I watched Biodome a couple months ago, and it was just like,
Biodome is fun.
what?
It is fun.
It's,
Encino Man.
it's something.
That's another good one.
Isn't he in What About Bob?
Is he?
No.
Is he?
What about Bob's
That's a good
great
movie.
movie?
What about Bob?
What About Bob is a good
There's
movie. I thought
what?
maybe he was
What were his bad ones? Jury Duty,
that,
Oh,
in
those
the
are
Army
bad
now?
ones?
In the Army
Army
Now,
Now.
and the one where he's dating the girl out in the country.
Why do they keep
I'm a
giving him
farmer
movies?
now or something. What the hell's that shit called?
Oh, yeah.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law, yeah.
Oh,
And then
So
he did
Encino Man?
another one. Pauly Shore is
Encino Man
dead,
is my
right?
favorite.
Son-in-law had its moments.
There was my wife was watching a movie on Netflix the other day, and he had Pauly Shore as like a middle-aged dad, just being a normal character, and it was the weirdest fucking mindfuck in the world.
Was he
Yeah.
like, tubular dude?
No, he's just like he was like me or you, but like without all the swearing.
What dweezer? Whatever.
No, none of that. Just completely straight, like normal dude.
Lame.
Yeah.
What
it
does
was-
that
who
even
wants to watch
sound like?
that?
What does that sound like?
That'd be like if Gilbert Godfrey didn't shout all the time.
Well, he doesn't anymore because he's dead.
now.
Spiff.
Well,
The man is
Jeez, guys.
Spiff.
Yeah, don't have to listen to your stupid voice anymore
Or,
now, do we?
Who's the other comedian guy? Bobcat. He didn't have the weird voice.
Bobcat makes pretty good movies.
Does he? Well, we could do Bobcat Timber.
What was that
Bob,
movie?
Bobtober.
Willow Creek or what was
Well,
it?
Willow Creek's good. God Bless America is what I'm thinking. That's a
That,
fun
yeah,
movie.
that one's good.
He wasn't wheezing the juice.
The guy's awesome.
Don't wheeze the juice. Taylor and alternate titles as Aliens and Event Horizon meet the zombies from Slime City.
Yeah. And that sounds great.
Yeah.
And Bitter Yet Civilized agrees with me. My God, was this movie garbage. Even the action and the monsters weren't entertaining enough to find it fun.
Who said that?
Bitter Yet Civilized.
Bitter Yet
Mr.
Civilized.
Bitter
You're
Yet
now
Civilized needs to
you're
join
now
the
entered in the
Patreon.
hot dog eating contest for a potential 3-year ban.
3-year ban with the end.
We're
Ban
banning the
radio.
Patreons. Is that what we're doing now?
I don't think they're a
He's not
patron.
a Patreon. You got to
No.
sign up, man. And that's it for our viewer feedback, viewer feedback on the Dark
Listener
Lurking.
feedback. Yeah.
Listener,
Viewer,
sure. Looks like we found
Alright.
you a girl, Chris.
What?
Ooh, Chris.
Oh, sweet. I just banned you, too. You got me all excited there for a second. I thought it was a real person.
I just want to know what triggers it. There's something that triggers that to.
Viv triggers it.
I think it's
Yeah.
Jamie's comments.
Well, it's
Jamie's
dripping
Just
with
follow
pervert.
Spiv around.
Yeah, it's probably Jamie. All of his pervert comments he puts in there.
It's Chris talking about his cutout scene, 6 minutes.
My
Whose
dog's
dog is
bark.
that?
It's mine. I'll mute myself while you talk.
Oh, you're fine. It's time to move on. Do the wheel. And this is a hefty wheel we have tonight, guys.
Is this a Patreon?
How
wheel,
hefty is it?
Chris?
How many movies we got?
This is a Patreon wheel, and it's got 12 movies.
Oh my god! I've never seen the wheel so stacked. How many movies can you
shit.
put on this? Until it just
This
doesn't
movie's
work
this
anymore.
is more
Thing that
stacked
falls
than Chris's
apart.
favorite grandma.
You're zooming in, it's like blurry.
Oh my god, man.
He can't handle it.
I don't think this can handle that.
It's gonna crash the whole
Yeah.
program when you spin
All
this
right,
thing.
let's look at what we got. We got Evil Speak. We've got Rage.
Yeah,
Please let us
Rage.
get Rage. Please let us get
Rage
Rage.
is
We got
cool.
The Killer Eye. We've got Dancing. It's on. We got Dolph Lundgren in Silent Trigger. I think.
That sounds cool.
Black Devil Doll from Hell. That's the
boy.
movie that Jamie put on there. Is going to get us canceled. Guyver, the Dark Hero. Cold Fire.
Yeah.
Dial. Help.
What's that one?
Tile help.
Irene just did a last minute one of nude nuns with big guns. Thanks a lot, Irene.
You know that's going to be the choice.
That's gonna
Hey,
be a
and
winner.
AJ's new best friend, John Apathy, put on Six String Samurai. It's
good
playing all
one.
the aliens.
Six
without
Strings
me,
is good.
fuckers. And then we've still got the Slime Bowl Superama. It's still on there.
That's a lot of
Nice.
freaking movies to choose from.
All right,
Boy,
here we go, guys. I have no idea what's going to happen. I can't even. It's just too much.
It's just gonna crash. Oh, it's moving faster actually.
The wait is even. Oh,
Evil Speed.
Dude, this is cool.
Is this the one with Clive Barker? Not Clive. Clive.
No,
Guy's
Cliff-
ugly
Cliff,
brother.
Clive Owen.
Howard.
Cliff Howard.
Quinn Howard.
Clint Howard. Damn it.
Clinton.
Tarantino.
Hillary. Clinton Howard.
Dennis Rodman Clinton.
I see you have braces. I have braces too.
Fuck. Oh yes, I do. Okay, thank God.
Has
All right,
anyone
I
seen
do
the
have
new
a.
Beavis and Butthead movie?
No, not yet. I
Not
want to
the new
watch it.
one.
Yeah.
Too busy watching all of the Resident Evil episodes.
Wasting my life away, right?
All right. So Evil Speak, which I want to say is Taylor Ann. Maybe it's not.
That sounds right.
No, Taylor Ann did The Killer Eye, I think.
Yeah, Evil Speaks new, isn't it?
Was it Lino? Did Lino Evil Speak? Maybe. I don't know. We've so many. All right, let's just check out the trailer. Here we go.
speak.
Movie of the year.
Wow.
It was Nick T, Chris. Nick T.
Dude, this is like what
Nick
witchcraft
T.
should be.
Looks fantastic.
This is gonna be a lot of
this
fun.
is
And it's got its own theme song too.
Evil speak.
He's Clint Howard, the man with the power. He's got a sword.
Is that real hair on him, or what do we think?
I think so.
We'll find
You think
out.
that was
think
real?
so.
Evil Speak is available on. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. This shit's on
Nice.
Prime, son.
Wow.
Oh, wait,
It's gotta be good
wait. No, it's on Shudder
Oh.
through Prime, but also is on the Roku channel. Which I don't know if that's free.
I don't
This
think
might
so.
be a
I don't
You
think
probably-
problematic
If you have
movie to-
Roku.
Roku.
Now, the full movie is available. Looks like on YouTube as well, maybe.
If you have a Roku, let's travel back in time.
Dude, I have one in my garage, and every time I use it, I'm like, this is so much better than freaking Fire Stick and other bullshit.
Yeah.
It's simple and it just
It depends
works.
which version you have of it. That's for
It's
sure.
true.
Let's hear. Bullied by classmates, a pudgy military school student, Clint Howard, fights back by
Pudgy?
computer with the devil. He didn't look that pudgy. Is that
By
what we're calling
computer.
pudgy nowadays?
Back
Jesus
then.
Christ. Can't get a breakup in here. What is these
What?
screenshots? Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Just everybody chill. Here we go.
Well, you're laughing like an idiot, and we don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god.
Oh god.
That's how I picture Jamie.
Oh.
That's Jamie.
Boy.
Forever, Jamie, this is what you're gonna look like.
I hope the whole movie's like that.
This looks so good.
His mom probably has like this picture like
On the
on the
fridge.
wall. Like,
So is that supposed to be Clint Howard on the cover?
yeah.
At the computer there?
Maybe.
Where's his other hand?
You know where it is.
You know where it is.
Speaking some evil is what it's doing.
I'm
down there.
Googling, Mom. Go away.
This looks cool. I'm excited.
There's a
Evil
pig.
That
Speak,
does look cool.
1981. It is available. It looks like multiple places, so you should be able to find it. Yeah, Shudder is worth
This looks
the
fun.
investment.
You really think Shudder's worth
That's-
it?
I got rid of Shudder because I was
It's only
never watching it.
$5 a month.
I got rid of it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
What I do is I go through waves. And I'm like, I have too many of these
Yeah.
things, and I cancel them all, and then I
Yeah,
slowly
slide
add them all
around.
back in as I want to watch stuff.
Whoa, Jamie, is that implying that Clint Howard is not?
Super handsome?
Yeah,
Hey, we can't all be super handsome, right, Aaron?
exactly. Some of us make do with subpar. All right,
I'm just.
it's
kidding.
just it's
All
just
right.
the reality of things.
That's it. That's it for this week's episode. We did Dark Future. It's done. It's now the Dark Past because we've moved on, guys. Next week, we're watching Evil Speak. It's going to be a great time. Get on that Patreon, patreon.com/badmovienightshow, and get your movie on the wheel, which is, like I said, now going to be every other week just to try and catch up because we have so many freaking Patreon movies on the wheel. But
Chris,
Chris,
speaking
might
of
have-
movies,
Who's joining us next week?
speaking of movies,
you
next
killed
week.
my transition, Spiv.
Sorry,
Okay, what's
Aaron.
your transition, Aaron?
They should go to YouTube and check out your new short film.
Oh yeah. Well, we can talk about that in a minute. Let's
Okay.
talk about our guests next week. Next week, Spiv is out because
Which are
he's
hot dog
whacking.
eating motherfuckers.
Rebecca is out because she is going on vacation too, to an
Aaron's
undisclosed remote location.
Man,
Aaron is here.
So much for vacation.
AJ's here. Lindsay's here, and then we're gonna have special guest. First time on the show, John.
Jason.
Jason.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Jason Alt and John Dunning, both of the guys from the Cult of Films, or They Said We Said YouTube channel. We've never had Jason on the show, but we've both, most of us have guested on his show.
I'm
Never been invited.
I'm apprehensively
Oh, wow.
excited for next week because one, Jason is a lot of fun. But anytime Rebecca's gone, shit
it gets
goes
super
off.
pervy
It
and
gets super crazy.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I feel
I
like
said
she grounds us.
apprehensive.
Okay.
It is what it is. Yeah, okay. Go to YouTube. Go to the Bad Movie Night YouTube. We put out a new short film called The Mutated Hiker. I think if you're into the Bad Movie Night stuff, you'll like it because it deals
That
a
was
lot
a
with
fun
bad
movie.
movies. and I appreciate
cool.
that, Spiv. So
I'm
that's
pretty sure you have
available.
some listening device in my house somewhere.
I got more than that, Spiv.
It's in your butthole.
I implanted it there
the
when I
lines
was
in this
checking out your
movie-
anal smegma or whatever it was.
The lines in your short, Chris, Laura has said while we watch these movies. So
Really? Are you serious?
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, nailed it.
That's funny.
Anyways,
Mutated Hiker, available now. That's it for this week's episode. If you like the show, go to iTunes and leave a review. We haven't gotten one in a while, and we read it on the show. Make it funny, please. We don't really care if you put like a really real review. We don't want that. Just some nonsense. So iTunes.
Does anybody
Anything
check?
else?
Join the
I have not
Patreon.
checked. I said that, but I didn't actually check. So I'm not checking now. We're just,
you
it's
could
just
have a
part of
list
the canned.
someone's favorite
We could probably have
Evanescence
There's also a
songs.
transient update if you care about the movie. That's on there.
Yeah.
There was a
there's
transient
one
update?
too.
There's some cool
Yeah,
stuff.
we're
We got a
gonna
new
have to talk
episode
about
of Lou
that,
and
too.
Mark, too.
Because September is going to be a bit of a mess. We might have to bring in an alternate host or something. I might be going
An
a few weeks in
ultimate
September.
host.
Maybe I'll build my cyborg, Rupert 2000, and I'll just run the show from
And you're just gonna have
pre-recording.
him go to the city and just fuck a bunch of people.
Aaron, here's what I need you to do. Aaron, here's what I need you to
Can we
do.
put him in a cab in Philly and
Let
just see what
Aaron run the
happens?
show. Aaron,
Well, here, Aaron, here's what I want you to do.
I am not running the show. AJ can run the show.
I'm
No,
going to be
AJ's
making the
gonna
movie.
be filming. AJ or Aaron, I'll be.
Yeah.
You have a month and a half. I want you to. You could
I have a
log in
life.
from.
Oh,
You
there's so
could
much
log
time
in
to
from a
prepare.
separate computer, okay?
Yeah.
And I want you to make a soundboard of me. And
I can
of
totally
my
do
greatest hits, and you can just act like I'm there on the show.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be like closed
We
loop
can burn
butthole. This
Hey,
movie
everybody.
sucks.
You can just have like
I
fart
like
noises at
grandmas.
different levels and stuff. And
Butthole,
burps.
butthole. That's all it's gonna be. The whole thing.
That would be fun.
Is that really what I am? Sound like if you boil me down, that's it? Grandmas and buttholes?
Pretty much.
They're kind of like
Not
your,
not in real life.
That's your memoir title.
Grandmas and buttholes.
memoir.
Chris Rupert story.
Oh my god. Bestseller New York Times.
Chris, you
Story
can
of
call it a
Chris.
whole lot of
Chris.
grandmas.
All right, whatever. Fuck you guys.
No, man. You're not. I'm just fucking with you.
All right, that's gonna do it for this week's episode, guys. We will catch you here next time. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.